Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another video episode on ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian. I'm here today at the Rock Island Auction House taking a look at some of the guns that they have coming up for sale in their April 2015 premiere auction. One of the ones I wanted to take a look at is in this case right here. We looked at, in the past, we've looked at some centerfire LeMat revolvers, and people are reasonably familiar with the original percussion LeMat revolvers. Well, there's a third version, which we have right here. This is a Pinfire LeMat revolver. So Pinfire cartridges were fairly popular in Europe. They never really caught on here, but the LeMat revolvers were all being made in Europe. The general design was patented in 1856 by a man named Dr. Jean Alexandre LeMat, who was actually a resident of New Orleans at the time. He was unable to find manufacturing facilities for them here in the United States, so he ended up going to Belgium and had these manufactured in Liège, Belgium. This was obviously just at the breakout of the American Civil War, and the percussion LeMats are best known for the fact that the Confederate States of America ordered several thousand of them and actually used them in military service. Now the Pinfire version is quite a bit rarer. These would have been manufactured in Belgium primarily for European use. Like I said, Pinfire didn't really take off in the United States. Beyond that, it's very similar to the percussion version of the gun. They were manufactured basically at the same time. These would have been made between 1863 and 1865. The company didn't do very well and ultimately shut down in 1866, although LeMat did make an effort in years after that to market and sell his centerfire versions, which unfortunately for him didn't go well either. In total, about 3,000 of the percussion LeMat revolvers were manufactured and probably about 1,000 of the Pinfire guns. This has a 9-round cylinder of 12mm Pinfire cartridges, and then it has the same kind of standard muzzle loading, still, shotgun barrel in the center axis of the bore, the center axis of the cylinder. So why don't I bring the camera back here and let's take a little bit of a closer look. There's some interesting differences between this and the percussion guns, and then between this and the centerfire guns. So the Pinfire LeMat was made on basically the exact same frame as the standard percussion guns. You'll see the grip angle's the same, the trigger guards are of the same style. With our hammer, we still have the option to switch to hitting a percussion cap for the center shotgun barrel. So when I do that, that hits a percussion cap, while this hammer doesn't come down far enough to actually strike a Pinfire pin. And then we have a little snap that back up, and you go back to firing the pistol cartridges. Like I said, this is a 9-round cylinder. Unfortunately, on this one, the lockup is in need of some repair. So here we have the gun at half cock. We can rotate the cylinder freely. In order to load it, you have a loading gate here in the side. Pop that open, and you can load each cartridge one at a time. You, of course, have the slots here for the pins in the Pinfire ammo. This was an early version of a cartridge where you actually had a round dowel-like pin sticking out the side of the cartridge. When that pin was hammered into the case, it would set off a primer and fire the round. You do have an ejector rod here, latched into the barrel. There's a little notch to hold it up there, and it comes out like that. Interestingly, we do have our Colonel LeMat marking underneath, right there. Now, one really cool thing that comes with this boxed case set for this LeMat is this loading mold. This, of course, was included so that you could cast projectiles for the shotgun barrel, either round ball or this rather odd angular shape. Well, as it happens, we have a number of those that come with it as well. There's one, and here's a couple others. All right, you may be wondering what on earth these little things are supposed to be. Well, when you look at them in the right perspective, you've got 3 of them that line up just like that. That forms a single projectile just the right size to load into the smoothbore center barrel of your Grapeshot Revolver. You can ram that home as a single piece, and then when you fire it, it breaks into 3 separate projectiles. So this is, you know what, this is an early version of specialty exotic ammo like you can still find in catalogs today. It's kind of funny how that sort of thing never really goes away. But really, it's an interesting idea at the same time. It allows you to get the maximum efficiency of getting mass into that center barrel rather than using shot and packing it, trying to pack it as dense as possible. You just use 3 segmented partial slugs instead. In addition, in this case, you get a cleaning rod for the long barrel, the pistol caliber barrel. You also get a separate cleaning rod for the short smoothbore barrel. You get a case of what would have been originally, I believe, 500 percussion caps. There's a few still in there. Oil bottle. Bore brush. This is not an original LeMat bore brush. That's a modern piece. Your bullet mold, of course, and you get this package of already cast projectiles, including 1 round ball. There are not many markings on this piece, and then we wouldn't really expect there to be. We have a serial number here, 3214. These were run side by side with the percussion LeMat, so that doesn't mean there were 3,200 pinfires, just means this was number 3,200 of LeMat in general made. And then we have some Belgian proof marks on the cylinder. Let's see, there we go, an ELG right there. That's a typical expected Belgian proof mark. That's pretty much it. You saw the Colonel LeMat marking under there, and not much else on there. Here we go, there's one other proof mark on the barrel. Let's let that focus. There you go, crown over EL. That would be an inspector's mark. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. We've got a chance to take a look at another unusual variant of the LeMat, and it's always cool to look at Grapeshot revolvers like this. So if you would like to add this one to your own collection, maybe you already have a percussion gun and you'd like to add another variant, you will have the opportunity in April of 2015. If you take a look at the link in the text below, that will take you to Rock Island's catalog page on the gun. You can check out their high-res pictures, their cataloger's description, and if you think it's something you need, you can create an account online, place a bid online, or make plans to come here to visit the auction in person. Thanks for watching.